What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here in this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit more tokenomics as well. Obviously, I have been quite bearish on vouchers for the past year, but with the recent changes, with the recent turnaround and Matt's focus on making vouchers scarce again, I do get excited about what that could mean if vouchers were to reach a higher valuation simply due to the scarcity that the team is trying to implement, right? And we know, Rebellion is a big part of that, not just with the pack sales where it's required to spend, or not required, but I guess you get a discount by spending 5 vouchers per pack. But there's also going to be the airdrop conflicts in which you can buy battle wagons. You burn vouchers for those battle wagons. And then even a third thing with Rebellion will require, or not require, but an option to kind of double your chances of getting gold foil airdrops in the future by burning vouchers. So Rebellion itself over the next 12 months is going to add a lot of utility for vouchers. I don't know what the burn is going to be, but we do mint about 14.6 million vouchers per year. And at this rate, we're starting to add up the amount that we're going to burn over that course, right? So for example, if we were to sell 3 million packs, right? 3 million Chaos Legion, sorry, not Chaos Legion, whoa, that's a blast from the past. 3 million Rebellion packs, that alone, assuming people were using vouchers, if it made sense, that would eat up 15 million vouchers. That's a year's worth of vouchers right there, more than a year's worth of vouchers. And that's not counting airdrop conflicts, that's not counting battle wagons, that's not counting anything. So as we start to see vouchers get scarce, obviously the soft peg for them right now is going to be at that 20-cent range, because that's probably where the biggest demand is when it comes to vouchers for Rebellion packs. So I wouldn't be surprised to see vouchers go up to that. Again, this is not a price prediction, but it would be, I shouldn't say I wouldn't be surprised, but it'd be nice to see vouchers go up to that 20-cent range. And if they were, the secondary effects on the on staking SPS as well as node licenses, although I probably won't dig too deep into node licenses, I think is going to be significant. So if you look at this, and again, I did the math already roughly off screen, but what you can see here is the breakdown for staking SPS is 12.01%. And again, there's no more GLX airdrop, so that was usually tacked on top, but that is done now. And you can see the breakdown here is 9.38% from SPS and then 2.63% from vouchers. Now, vouchers are valued at roughly, 2.8 cents right now. It's kind of flirting around that range. And if we were to increase it, right, to 20 cents or get close to 20 cents, that'd be roughly a 7x. So you multiply this 2.6, right, times 7, and all of a sudden, this would become 18% just from vouchers alone, right? You add in the SPS on top of that, and the SPS is not going to change based on the price, right, because it's just a fixed amount of SPS that gets given away. But all of a sudden, the APR of staking SPS would become, above 25%, 27, 28%, obviously, or depending on where vouchers eventually land. But you can see then all of a sudden that would be somewhat competitive with some of these other pools here, right? That would get near the SPS ETH pool, the SPS BNB pool, right? The SPS swap.hive pool. All of these would be lower technically than that 27 to 28% range, just with vouchers alone. Again, not counting the fact that SPS would be included on that, but that percentage point would still remain the same. So what am I trying to get at here? Well, obviously, I'm not saying that we should pull money out of liquidity, and nor do I want to incentivize people to get out of LPs. But I am saying if you are worried about risk and you want to increase your rewards, if that APR starts to tick up over time, simply due to vouchers, then all of a sudden you might see people putting more capital into staking SPS, which locks it up for a significant amount of time, right? It takes 4 weeks to unstake that SPS. So again, I'm just looking at this as something that could potentially move, things forward for us in a great way that has nothing to do with the flywheel. We are simply talking about vouchers and the impact that they can have on the game economy by incentivizing people to kind of put their capital, right? The investors, I should say, put their capital in one area or over another. Again, none of this financial advice. I'm just going over what the raw numbers are. You have to make your own decisions. And again, this is not me saying that you should do it. I'm just saying if vouchers did go up that high, I think it would make a significant difference for a lot of the people who do pay close attention to the tokenomics. So let's just go ahead and take a quick look over here at the node licenses, because this is something, right? I don't, at this point in time, to buy a node license off the store does not make any sense, right? Because you'd be paying more than 5x the amount. And you can see here, this 6.1% is actually based off of the, it's actually based off of the, what's that called? The 2,500 price, right? From in game versus the 500 price that you can get on Hive. So if we were to kind of get into that same range, right? You can see the daily drop for this would be, when I broke it down earlier, again, I'm just sharing rough math here, so don't quote me on this, but it was about 30% or so came from, we'll say, you know what, we'll just, to make it easy, we'll say like 25% or so of the APR came from vouchers versus the SPS that you received. So let's just say that it would be a 1.5% APR for node licenses in this tranche. If you were to 7x that, all of a sudden we jump to like what, 15, 16, 17-ish percent, right, for the APR. Again, not assuming SPS doesn't move at all. That makes node licenses at the higher level maybe a little bit more interesting. And I think we definitely see the floor price on node licenses on the secondary market start to increase. So again, that would also bring the price of them in game significantly higher. But again, that's not well, we won't dig too deep on this. For me, the focus was more so on the SPS staking side. But don't get me wrong, the secondary effects on node licenses would still be felt even if node licenses don't go live, because right now all you have to do is own the NFT and you're just getting rewards for it. You do zero work. So again, and I'm not going to get into that, but all in all, or overall, I should say, I am excited to see what kind of impact vouchers can have if they start to drift upwards. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm not saying that voucher prices will. My hope is that the team creates so many awesome things in the future that vouchers actually do become scarce enough that they start to drift towards their soft peg value. And if they do, the secondary effects on the rest of the marketplace are going to be very exciting. So I'm sure you're wondering, what am I going to do with all my vouchers? I'm still going to sell them, right? And I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what I'm doing and how nothing has changed for me, although I would be more excited to sell my vouchers at 20 cents than I would be at 2 cents. But that is all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I will catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.